Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies. Bart's trying to mess up the autofocus of the camera, which is turned off. He doesn't get it.
Nope.
We got us a 12-year-old blended shootout. Let's test it.
Test it!
So anyway, Bart thinks the autofocus of the camera still works even when it's turned off, hence the moving of the body. I told him, no, it doesn't affect it.
Well, as he was like setting focus, he's like, quit moving, stop moving. I'm like, when you go to film, I'm going to go in full rotation.
Well, okay, we use two different cameras. I've got a DSLR.
Right.
Okay, we alternate turns to edit. So when I edit, I use my camera, which is a DSLR.
Right.
The problem is if you leave it on autofocus, the boom mic that we use catches up, or it catches the lens focusing.
It's very futuristic.
We've got to turn off. We've got to set the focus and then turn it off.
Right.
Turn off the autofocus.
My camcorder, which is what we used to use exclusively,
which is from 2001.
It is. It's older, but it also shows. It's not nearly as clear, because I'm going to tell you, I went and put this on my big screen. Mm-hmm. I use Amazon Prime, and they had this new thing, and it was like YouTube, and I threw it up, and we look phenomenal under your camera.
Oh, yeah.
We really do. But my camcorder shows a little bit more depth of focus.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you flat out, it doesn't compare to how... I mean, you can tell like pores on my
1080p.
face. Yeah, it feels like it's above 1080p. It feels like 4x.
You want greater depth of field. I want lower depth of field.
Right.
So, but anyway, and I was talking to our graphics designer in Scotland.
That's true.
And he pointed out, he goes, you need to use your 1080p camera more. And I said, well, Bart's got his camera when he's editing all this. And
so let's
he kind of thought I was bagging on you.
Right. So right off the bat,
like,
he'll bag on me in person. Okay? That's part of the charm.
I do.
Right. He does. He'll be like...
There's nothing behind the back.
This is where Scotch Test Dummies came in. He was like, well, you're already a dummy. And I'm like, true. Boom. And, it's about as close to brothers you can get. Now, if some stranger came in and called me a name, you'd probably punch him in the face.
No, I'd be like, you're right.
Dang it. Come on, man. You're supposed to defend me.
Oh, yeah, that guy's dumb.
Yeah, and I'd be like, that's true. And I'd just laugh at it. That's really what would happen. There wouldn't be fisticuffs. Fisticuffs wouldn't happen. We'd pretty much laugh our way through whatever the trouble was. But on that note, I want to say with all the Patreon support we've been getting, there may be a point where maybe we buy a new camera. I don't know, though. Mm-hmm. Because your DSL is way out of my price range. I'm just going to tell you. Mm-hmm. I couldn't even afford it. My wife would kill me if I went and bought one. Okay? But the camcorders...
I use it for other stuff, though.
You do. You're like a photon.
The main purpose of this camera is my kids' sports.
True. You're
which
like
it kicks at.
Wow.
I had a Canon 5D Mark II. I bought the Canon 5D Mark IV. It is head and shoulders above the Mark II. I get... See,
I don't even know what you're talking about, but there's people out there going, yeah, preach it, brother. That's what's going on. But I have thought about talking to you about, there is a point where we need to upgrade the camcorder. Mm-hmm. And
well, if we got a good enough one, we could use it the whole time and then just swap, the cards, memory cards.
That's a good point.
My turn to edit, I take the card and edit.
That is a good point. I'm just not sure how it compares to your DSL.
Well, it depends. I mean, what we want, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might be something for you to look up and research.
Scotch, yeah. I'll get on that. It's my turn again.
He's been on me. I have a lot of great ideas. We should nickname you the implementer.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Bart does come up with a lot of great ideas. I do too.
Thank you. You do. You really do.
Bart is not a good initiator. I mean, he's not a good
implementer
doer.
is the term. I'm a pretty good doer. I think the current problem is, I'm going to give a little bit of nod to myself. I've got younger children than you, and it feels like more of my time's pulled. Mm-hmm. My kids don't hate me yet.
Well, mine don't hate me either.
I guarantee my boy, when he turns 14, is going to hate me. Because he's so much like me. Mm-hmm. I could be like, hey, you want vanilla ice cream? I like vanilla. I want chocolate. And I'll be like, okay.
You want vanilla, boy?
Yeah,
no, I want chocolate. You want vanilla.
You want caramel on it? I don't want no dang caramel. And I'll be like, well, you don't need to get all mouthy. I ain't mouthy. I'm moving out. And I'm like, you're 12. That's how that's going to go. Your boys are much more, I think they respect you more, and that's not the right word.
No, I don't
think
know.
Do they want to be you? Do your boys like worship you?
No.
Oh, okay, neither does mine. I got one son that's 8 that has Down syndrome. All he wants is hugs and kisses and to play any kind of Star Wars game.
And to move the icons around on your phone.
Right, and to move, I think he got my phone and like deleted some things. I couldn't find my Scotch notes, and then all my like icons weren't in the right spot.
See, when my kids were young, we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have iPads, that stuff, so you didn't have to worry about it.
Right.
Now they've got their own.
Right.
It's like, don't even touch my iPad. You know, if you want to do something, do it.
Right.
Wait, at first, they were like, hey, Dad, can I put this game on your iPad? No.
No, don't do that. It's
your
free.
Your mom doesn't mind games on her iPad. Go put it on hers.
You don't want yours cluttered.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. So,
but now everybody's got their own. So.
But yeah, my older boy, who's all of 10, Bo, is very much, I'm not going to say carbon copy, that's not true, but he's very much like me. It's so much like me that he'll frustrate my wife to the point where she yells out, Bart! And I'm like, hey, because she's talking to him and she should be yelling Bo.
Let's get moving here.
Sorry.
Come on, we're 6.5 minutes in. We haven't even started.
You guys climbed into my
Velvet
soul.
Elvis.
Climbed into my soul a little bit. Go
First
ahead.
of all,
What's our Scotch God shout out? We got a Scotch God shout out here.
Brian Andrew Descend.
Whoa.
Now, if you go back and you watch our live stream with Bubba and the Beard, we got into a few different whiskeys. Bubba and the Beard heavily influenced Bart that night. But we had a comment that had come in from Brian Andrew Descend, and he thought he had a bad bottle of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
We needed to test it.
And on the live stream with Bubba and the Beard, we said, send it to us. We'll be more than happy to check it for you.
Yeah. Well, the show took a distinct turn.
Brian Andrew Descend said, sending it. Give me your address. Anyway, Brian, I'm just shutting you down. We got to go.
Shut it down.
We don't have time. You're diverging.
Go,
Brian Andrew, after we posted the video with Bubba and the Beard, Brian Andrew Descend, he says, LMAO, fellas.
What does that mean?
Laughing my ass off.
Wasn't sure.
I will gladly mail you this bottle I have. I need you to shoot a video taste testing this bottle I have and tell me it's the same darn thing you guys are all tasting. I'm telling you, it's a bad bottle.
He thinks he got a bad bottle. We said, send it.
We sent it. We got it?
We got it.
We will do it.
Barely.
Probably on a live stream.
Barely got it. It came heavily. The box looked like it had gone through Armageddon.
Well, he sent us a 1957 Old Forester from 1957. 60 years old.
Did not survive.
Might have been 55. 62 years old.
I'm going to say a third time didn't survive.
The sample of it broke in transit.
And the
I would have much rather lost the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and the Old Forester from it might have been 1952
default
that it survived.
Right, but that's not what happened. We take the world as it comes.
And
you
if I remember
a heavy
right,
crack on the bottle.
Yeah, the ECBP got cracked, but not broke.
Beat down.
But anyway,
that's how tough.
Brian's, I think it was his grandpa, he had said, had an old bourbon collection, and they were going through it, and they'd found these old bottles, literally from 1952.
Well, his father's like, hey, Grandpa passed, come down and take a look, because I know you like whiskey. And there were several that had not even been opened. He had his own little collection in the basement, so they were preserved.
Okay, so
that'll be in the future.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, we'll get that done.
Future, you're going to see us try that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
We are bringing you 3 well-known blended Scotch whiskeys.
Well-known. The top of the line.
The Chivas Regal.
Blended. Chivas.
12-year.
12.
Dewars 12-year.
12.
Johnnie Walker Black.
You're going to hear 12.
12.
Because 12 was what we tried to do. We wanted to get a 12-year blended and try them out. Do we know this is like very different? We do. But we wanted to... These are kind of what people think. When I run into people, correct me if I'm wrong, that don't know Scotch, or they just know a pinky toe.
You remember our old boss that drinks Chivas?
Yes.
Who? Name him.
I'm going to say Riley.
Yes.
Okay.
Riley
all right.
Williams.
I didn't want. I wasn't sure. I almost said last name. And then
I can remember. I saw him a couple years ago. He still
Right.
drinks Chivas. He loves Chivas.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so Johnnie Walker Black got me into Scotch.
I would agree with you there.
Later on, I was drinking a lot of Dewars 12.
I'm going to go further than that. Dewars is the first one to recognize what we do, and they start sending us the tones.
Yes, that's true.
Which, about a year in, you get a Scotch opportunity mailed to you, not knowing what it's going to be, and you're in. You get the first tone of the Craigellachie and the Aberfeldy 12
there you go.
in the packaging.
Bam.
And you're like, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, Chivas 12, I've never bought a bottle of Chivas 12. I've had it. And I've had, at a friend's house or at a bar or here or there, a little drink of Chivas. I've never bought a bottle. And this is the first day that I've sat down with the Chivas.
You may.
And I haven't taken notes here at all.
Right.
These are all coming in blind. So again, I've got 3 samples in front of me. You've got 3 in front of you. I poured yours. I labeled it. I hope you didn't. I just had that there. I've got yours labeled. Now again, we've got coins on each one of our glasses. I've got 219 on my A, 220 on my B, and 221 on my C.
222 is sitting snugly on my A. 223 on my B, 224 on C.
Your A is tight.
Like a drum.
So.
That's all I'm saying. So here's the deal. These are blendeds. These 3 blends sell billions of dollars a year.
Oh, yes.
They're worth being compared blindly.
Which one is best?
We don't know. We're going to try.
Are we going to pick out our best?
I think we shall. I
Or
think we're going to do the standard nosing,
all right,
then the tasting, then maybe the watering. See what we got.
Let's see. I got to clear my nose.
Roy Duff has sent some oatmeal. What does he call them?
Oat cakes.
Crackers. Oat cakes.
Straight from Scotland. That's what.
Scotland.
If you are in Scotland,
these shirts.
You drink Scotch and you eat oat cakes.
And these shirts are designed in Scotland. That's all we're saying. The designs emanate from the land of Scots.
We got whole coffee beans here to cleanse our nasal
unground.
palate.
These beans are unground whole.
All right. Let's see how far we are. We are 12 minutes into our video.
That's all right. We're elongating. People pay a lot of money for elongation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, my A.
Wow. Speak it.
Oak. Sweetness.
We are not synced up, although he is playing fast and loose with the names down here.
Let's look real quick. What's our ABVs?
Okay,
Chivas Regal, 40%.
All right, I'm going to tell you.
I know that's 40.
40% on the Johnnie Walker Black.
Dewars 12, 40%.
Yeah, these are all 40 ABVs. Okay?
All 12-year blends, 40 ABVs.
Blends.
That's easy.
12 years. So my A, sweet. I almost get a touch, a faint sherry. A berry.
Well, our A's are different.
Right. A berryness.
Very much so.
Rounded fruit on my A.
Quit, dude. Just quit.
I'm not trying. Fruit. We should have gone 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Okay, A. Back to my A. I wanted to just compare it to another real quick.
Wow.
There's a little bit of a honey sweetness. Oak. I want to say there's almost a little saltiness as well.
I think my B is your A. Because my B has a brininess to it.
Well, that's why I went to my B. And my B is definite, is the brininess.
Really? I have a brine, a salty seashore, a sweet underlayment, a little bit of oak, and then I circle right back to the brine and the sweet. Back of the hand.
These are all really similar, except for a little bit more of the brininess on the B. A and C.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I thought the Johnnie Walker Black was going to stand out, like grossly stand out. But it's not. By grossly, I don't mean like bad. I just mean like big time.
A and C are pretty similar. I'm going to guess right up the front that the
My
B
C
is
is
my Johnnie
coming
Walker.
in. My C is coming in very weak on the nose. I'm not getting a lot. I mean, I can suck this in like a Hoover.
All right.
I'm getting a sweetness, a candy, a candied apple. Nothing's offending my nose. There's, you can tell these are 40 ABVs.
A, I would say almost a little Jolly. When you said candied apple, on my A, almost a little Jolly Rancher apple. I don't know if they're the same or not. Whatever you were on, or were you on C?
See.
So
I get a little bit of grain on A. A little bit of grain. A little bit of like grain silo, almost hay. A little bit of hay. My grandfather was a farmer.
Yeah.
I remember he had hay stacked up with a rope swing, and I'm getting a little bit of hay. Hay on A. Hay on A.
A is very smooth. There is a Jolly Rancher apple in there. A little bit of vanilla, a creaminess, honey sweetness,
Really?
light oak.
This is interesting because B is, I'm also getting a little bit of grain, but a little bit of malted, a malted sweetness. And on none of these am I getting a peat. And I gotta admit, I thought I was gonna get a peated nose on the black, and I am not. I can't distinguish what is what. I really can't. Now, I will tell you, just from drinking on my own, I usually will drink a Johnnie Walker Black. Kind of as a daily. I want to say, too, the cork. The only cork present is the Dewars. Now, does that mean much? Probably not. But you got a screw-on cap. With that, the same thing we got in the Yamasaki, which is that foam kind of deal that sits in the cap. And this has a whole distinct deal, almost like a design
Rubber seal almost,
rubber
yeah.
seal. Yeah.
On the Chivas.
On the Chivas.
Now my B, I got a little nuttiness and that salty brininess as well.
All right. I'm going to have to go to flavor. A.
Yeah. A little bit of peat, a little bit of salt.
Have you tasted your
A?
A?
Brine, yes.
Okay. I didn't mean it.
Yeah. No, A was a little bit of Jolly Rancher, green apple, honey, oak, sweetness.
Wow.
Here, more saltiness, more brininess, a little bit of peat. I know what my B is.
I'm getting lost.
I know my B.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Because A,
Well, I haven't tasted C yet. I'll wait till I hold C, but I'm
right.
pretty sure.
let me catch up. A, I get a malted grain, oak, more oak, and then a little bit of sweetness. Hold on.
Holding on. All right, I'll move on to my C. Nice maltiness, sweetness, oakiness.
Really? This is amazing.
Wow. Okay.
Speak it.
Well, let's see. Hold
Hold on, let me tell you, my B, smoother. Less wood influence.
on. I know
Really?
which one stands
Okay.
out right there.
Malted,
My A.
malted grain,
My A stands out.
smooth.
But wow.
This feels lighter on the palate than A. We're going to give the same deference here. Hold on.
Now, A and C are pretty similar. B different. I'm pretty sure B is my Johnnie Walker Black Label. The sweetness of A and C are kicking it all over the place.
Really? So your A and your C, you feel a kick in your B.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Okay. You're doing better on this than me, sir.
A has that definite sweetness, that green apple, honey, sugared sweetness, light oakiness. Real similar to C. You know what? No, wait.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
This one's
what are you
hard.
doing?
C is pretty close. It's not as much of that Jolly Rancher green apple. Still well done. There's maybe a little bit more complexity with the C going into the oak.
Jeez. All right. My C is correction. My B is stepping back. And it's stepping out.
Which one?
B.
It's not.
I have no idea what it is.
I'm guaranteeing my B is a Johnnie Walker Black. It's got the saltiness. It's got a little bit of the hint of that peatiness and the smokiness.
You're guaranteeing that your B is a Johnnie Walker Black.
Yeah.
You're guaranteeing it. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's still good.
I'm trying to cleanse. I'm cleansing. A
and C is actually pretty tough. And I thought A originally because of that Johnnie Walker or that Jolly Rancher green apple. C has a little bit more complexity. I think it's a little deeper.
All right. Let me look at these. We're down to A.
Did we want to declare a winner? Is that what we were doing?
I don't know. Let me see.
Winner, chicken dinner?
How about just a favorite?
Yep, A. I'm still going to A. Right there. And I've gone back and forth a few times. I like the A. I like the A the best out of these three. Excuse me.
That's disgusting. That's not needed. They don't need that.
I was trying to hold it in, but
apparently, and then you amplified it near the end.
No.
You blew my concentration. Too carbon. B's too subtle for me. It's good. But
yeah, actually.
A and C. I think A's got it, but I can't tell you what it is.
I'm kind of surprised. They all did really well. They all taste pretty good. They're not that bad. But side by side, it's like trying to pick out, okay, this one.
I thought they were going to be much more distinct.
Yeah.
I'm going to take A. A comes off a little smoother, a little sweeter. But they're more... Here's my surprise takeaway from this. They're more alike than different.
Yeah.
When you proffered this idea up, and I thought that the Johnnie Walker Black was going to stand out strongly. And it is not.
Well, you don't know.
Well, I think it's C, but I'm not sure. But I thought it was going to be so distinct, I was going to go, boom, got it. Now, real quick, do we know prices? I know this is $31.
They're all right at the $30 mark. Maybe the Johnnie Walker Black comes in $33.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're all real similar. I mean, within $2 or $3.
Because let's be honest.
Which was good. We had 3 12-year blends, all 40%,
Right.
all $30 price
Right.
range.
And when a lot of people approach me from our office, these are what they talk about a lot. Johnnie Walker, Dewars, or Chivas.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I tell them, those are fine. Those are good. I like all of them, but I tell them there's so much more out there. And then I tell them to come to one of our tastings.
Johnnie Walker Black got me into Scotch.
Yes.
I don't want to say graduated, but after that I'd moved on, and I always thought the Dewars 12
You
was
used
a
to
little
use
better.
Dewars as your daily sipper. You
I went from Johnnie Walker Black to Dewars 12
half
once
gallon.
I had it.
You got a half gallon.
Yeah. So, but Chivas I've never really tasted. So
I
let's
haven't
see
done
where we come out. Okay, let's start with me. I advanced A. Or not advanced, I chose A as my favorite of the 3.
What did you think it was?
It could be, I think Dewars, because I think I remember an apple flavor maybe with the Dewars.
Chivas.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
So
me either way.
that was Chivas.
I was pretty sure B was the Johnnie Walker Black.
You nailed that 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you got it, and I was sitting
Now
there
you were
thinking,
trying to
why
talk me
can't
out
I?
of it.
No, I was just like, really, really. I wanted you to like, because I couldn't tell, and you were like, yeah, and I'm like, I wanted to say you're correct, but I couldn't do that. That would have been bad for the fans. But you are correct.
Good.
B is Johnnie Walker Black.
And C is the Dewars.
By default, Dewars.
Yeah. And what's funny is there's a lot of people who go, oh, Chivas, oh, blah, oh, ooh, Chivas, oh, no. That's pretty good.
Do this blind. So I picked A as my winner. Can you tell me now what that is?
Well, which one did you think was the Johnnie Walker Black? Oh, you thought C.
I thought C was the black.
No.
Dang.
B.
Really?
Yeah. The one you eliminated.
The one that I've drank the most of that got me into it, that I really, really like, I eliminated. This is why we do this. So A must be the Dewars.
Now I could pick up soon as, not on the nose necessarily, but as soon on the palate, as soon as I put it in my mouth, I got the salt and I got the slight peatiness. Which I was pretty sure I knew that Chivas, and I knew the Dewars didn't have any peaty notes really coming out. And what got me with the Johnnie Walker Black when I started with it, and I thought it was so good, I drank it for a long time, but then it had been a long time since I had it, and a lot of people told me it had peat in it, and I was like, Johnnie Walker Black doesn't have peat in it. I didn't remember any peat. It does have peat in it.
Well, here's the total problem, dude. As soon as you tell me that, I feel like I can pick up peat in there. But before you told me, it seemed the most kind
pedestrian,
of bland. Kind of bland. And I could not, but I feel like I can. This blind stuff is huge. All right, so what is the A?
So which one are you saying is your favorite of the 3?
The A.
Dewars.
Interesting.
And then your C, of course, the Chivas. So of the 3, you like the Dewars, and I like the Chivas.
You know, I just get a little bit more malted grain out of the Dewars.
You know, the thing is, though, too, with the C, like I said, nosing, I thought it was a little bit more complex, maybe. The sweetness and the apple. The C is my Dewars.
Right. So let's do this.
C is very well
B
done,
for
too.
both of us was Johnnie Walker Black. The difference was Dewars and Chivas.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I chose the Chivas, you chose the Dewars. I mean, to me, the Chivas and the Dewars, because of the sweetness, because they don't have that saltiness and the brininess and the peat. Really, the Dewars, I thought, was a little bit more complex, not as sweet. The Chivas, stood forward a little bit because of the sweetness with it. But
so, to the dummies out there, do some blind tasting. See what happens. Grab a buddy, grab a couple, blind taste them, see what you guys get. I would love to know what you guys get in the comments blind. Do we have any...
Let's pause it right there.
Okay, shout out. It's on the back of yours.
Go. Just go where you was at. Do we have any... Quit.
No.
You were going to say, do we have any what?
Flip it over.
I know. I got it. Do we have any what? I don't even have it wrote down. Oh, you got it wrote down, don't you?
No, it was written down on
Yeah,
that.
you got it. That's what I said. Oh, I didn't have to write it down. It's here.
A Patreon shout out.
Claire
the Third is
go.
who we got a shout out. Yeah, that catches us up. Claire has come on Patreon and supported us. Now here's the deal. Go to Patreon, look up Scotch Test Dummies. If you like what we're doing, we need your help. We're going to keep bringing these things, but I'm going to be honest with you.
Maybe.
Well, it helps us keep bringing the show. Okay, if you don't help us out, we're dead in the water.
Yeah.
If my wife finds out what I'm spending on whiskey, she's going to shut us down.
You know wife. You know the faces my wife is making.
Oh my God, yeah. So what happens is when my hope is that when she finally says, "What are you spending on Scotch?" and I go, "This much," and she'll go, "Oh, what? Zero. What?" I'll be like, "But this is what the Patreon supporters gave us," and she'll be like, "Oh, that matches what you spent on Scotch." Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to be able to say, how much are you spending? None.
All the better.
That's coming.
Okay.
That's
out of the joint account. Yeah. Out of the joint account, 0. Well, how are you buying all of this?
YouTube is paying for itself.
Boom. Yeah. Because the supporters Patreon, of the Dummies.
Yeah. People that buy our shirts help out. People that buy our coins.
If you love the Pete, you want to wear this shirt. If you love the Pete, boom. If you like the shape of a Glencairn with the name Scotch Test Dummies, how can you go wrong?
That's right.
Boom.
Now again, his was one of the
prototype
shirts.
Can't see the.
Yeah, we found out the didn't print real well.
It's going to be in this color if you buy it.
Yeah, the new one is spot on.
So if you like the Pete, don't fret. You will get the color in this.
Love the Pete.
And we're going to have, even in the future, we're going to have some limited shirts.
Yeah.
Right now, though, we're kind of working, these will be our core. Go to scotchtestdummies.com, click T-shirts. You can see a wide variety that I had the idea of and he implemented.
Yeah, exactly.
You're an implementer.
I do.
I apologize. I think grand, but you actually pull it off. Anything else?
Like, yeah, that's possible.
You're right. Bam. Is there we talked about traveling dummies. Traveling dummies, what is that?
Well, we're going to try to incorporate pictures. We're getting a lot of pictures on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes.
People taking our coins and they're going, "Look, I'm at Lagavulin Distillery." Click, boom. And we want to put those up, recognize some of those. So we'll start showing some of those from different Twitter and Instagram
You're
followers.
basically taking the dummies with you, and we're virtually traveling around the world. By the way, there's only about 30 of these left. Grab them while you can. Cask 2 is getting ready to come out.
This was the first run, Cask 1. It went to 250. We've got about 20, 30 left.
Yes.
And Cask 2 should be here by the time this airs.
Boy, do we hope, because we're starting to run thin.
And that's why we started using, we're using 6 coins on this one.
Mm-hmm.
We pointed those out, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, because we had a lot of, we would use one coin. We'd say,
223.
Coin 221 was used during this video.
224.
And then someone would say, "Well, what video was my coin used on?" We'd say, "Well, your coin wasn't used on any, sorry."
Right, sorry. We sold more coins than we had videos. So your coin wasn't in. So we're trying to add more coins per a fan.
6 coins from this episode.
Because a fan
they may get the coin from your A.
If you get the coin from my A, you're blessed.
You better wash it.
It may need to be a little hand sanitized. That's all I'm saying.
Not saying anything.
All
right, we did Patreon. We did go to scotchtestdummies.com.
Look at that.
For the T-shirts, there's a link or a page just for the T-shirts. There's a page for our coins and the Glencairns. Help support us, keep this going. It's getting good.
It's getting real.
We love you guys.
We can't do it without you.
Yep.
The fans, the subscribers, please subscribe. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.